I'm here today to talk to you about a book, and that book is called Matched by Ali Condies. Matched is a book that is kind of a mix between The Hunger Games and The Giver. So if you like either of those books, you should read Matched. Matched is the first book in a series of 3, also known as a trilogy. I'm just going to read what it says. In the society, officials decide who you love, where you work, and when you die. Cassia has always trusted their choices. It's hardly any price to pay for a long life, the perfect job, and the ideal mate. So when her best friend appears on the matching screen, Cassia knows with complete certainty that he's the one, until she sees another face flash for an instant before the screen fades to black. Now Cassia is faced with the impossible choice between Xander and Kai, between the one life she's known and a path no one else has ever dared to follow, between perfection and passion. From that description, I was intrigued, and I'd heard good things about it. The next book in this series is called Cross, and I think it's already out. I'm pretty sure it's already out. Something that contrasts with the world that Cassia lives in and our world is. When she goes to this match thing, it's a big deal. It's like prom. Everybody dresses up. Everybody has a good time in the society. People are only allowed a certain choices of dresses, and everything is cataloged. So when she goes and gets her dress, she likes the color green, so she chooses the green. She's told that she's the only one who's bought this dress, and she's okay with that. She's okay with being different every once in a while. And I thought that was interesting because if you go to prom now and somebody else has the same dress as you, it's just, so uncivilized. Another thing about this society, and I just kept thinking about it and thinking about how ridiculous it seems to me that they would do this. Everything from like our time is erased. Only very few things remain. And like one person is allowed to have one artifact from our time, and you can't have more that's illegal and you'll die. Another way to like monitor what was kept is for on record 100 of the best things. So like the top 100 songs, the top 100 art, like paintings, top 100 movies, or not top 100, but like they judged what were the best 100, and everything else was just erased. And that just like blows my mind because there's so much music and art and movies and everything out there. But, like, how would you decide what is that based on? The logic behind it was, if you have so many choices, how are you supposed to make an informed decision on anything? So they got rid of everything. That's just so bizarre to me. I actually haven't finished this book yet, but I still really like it no matter how it ends. And it's the first in the trilogy, so if I don't like how this one ends, maybe I'll like how the next one ends. With that, and then the story of the love triangle between Cassia, Xander, and Kai, which I think this series does kind of hang on the idea of a love triangle more than The Hunger Games does, and so it'll be interesting. Like I said, I haven't finished the book, so I don't know if there's actually going to be a revolution. The description implies that she's going to do something that will get something rolling, she's going to follow her own path. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, when I started reading this book, I was just instantly captured into the world that was created. Ali Condie's writing is just very descriptive. It's amazing, and I really like it. I mean, I'm not a very intellectual reader, so I just read for the plot, and if it entertains me, then I'll keep reading. And this one definitely did. So I would definitely recommend it to if you like reading, if you like The Hunger Games, if you like The Giver, if you like angsty romantic stories, then this book will be right up your alley. If you've read Matched, leave a comment below because I'm interested to hear what other people think. And if you haven't read Matched, I would go out, read it, borrow it from the library, and happy readings.